Hello, all my shady friends. Welcome to Late Night with Kettle Kitchen and BLOO.
I won't let go. I fell in love with a dancer.
Wrong intro. I gotta change that up. That's not very good. Catchy little tune. I like it.
It is a catchy little tune.
We have a visitor down below, so I'm going to run through real quick what's going on.
Okay.
Or not what's going on. We all know what's going on. Welcome to Late Night with Kettle Kitchen and BLOO. Appreciate everybody being here. Let's say hi to everybody. How about that?
Yeah.
Dark Lord Mennett's in the house. Self-Reliance of BLOO is in the house. Miss TK is with us. Teresa Jugiewicz, thank you for coming in. And they had many conversations with themselves.
Yes.
Excuse me, Helena M, thank you for coming in. That shady Kettle Kitchens was in here.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Skinner Farms, thank you for coming in. Nanny Tam, as always, your new moderator, everybody, just so you know.
Woohoo!
Heather, Milk and Honey Heritage Farms is in with us as usual. Suburban Hillbilly, thank you very much. And there we go. We've been through the list. So with us tonight, we have a special friend of Kettle Kitchen, and I do believe BLOO as well. I believe.
Yes.
Okay. Are you ready, Mr. down below? Give me a thumbs up. There we go. So with us tonight, we have Tom Garvey, Mr. Tom Garvey, the Keto Cook.
Hello, everybody. How you doing?
Hello.
You had me nervous.
Tony, I don't walk too fast.
I get that.
We had to start last Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Did you ever have one of them days where just horrible? Just everything you touch turns to concrete, you know?
Oh yeah. We have those quite often.
Unbelievable.
Going slowly nowhere. Thank you for joining. Another person in. Miss Christina at Gillum Farms is in with us. Thank you for coming in. So I don't know if you have YouTube up or not, but I put a poll up. Is licorice ice cream really a flavor?
Oh.
What's your take, Tom?
I can't go for that. No, I can't.
It is so good. It is wonderful. I love it.
Something really wrong with you.
Why? I don't get that.
Might have to grow on you, I think. I don't know. You know.
Well, first of all, you got to like black licorice. You don't like black licorice, you're not going to like this.
I love licorice. I will eat it by the bag without any problems whatsoever. But
okay,
putting that with my ice cream.
Hold on a second, because I will say this, okay? It is just like bagged black licorice, except it's cold. That is the only difference. It tastes just like it.
Yeah, but what can you put
maybe something I would have to try, but I don't know.
Try it. If you ever get a chance, just try it. Okay.
I'm going through a little bit of a dilemma with, I'm doing keto and everything else like that.
Right.
Okay. I watch my blood sugars and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They gave me a shot in my knee. Okay. If I don't really realize that I blew my knee out twice. Okay?
Yeah. Not once, but he had to be the lucky guy doing it twice. Yes.
So the doctor, they give me a shot in my knee, not cortisone, but a steroid. Okay.
Right.
And tripled my blood sugar.
Oh no.
I looked at the doctor. I said, "Are you drunk or what?" I don't get it. You know, well, how is it that if I put a piece of bread in my mouth is no good, but you can give me a shot and everything? Oh, it's okay. It'll come
It's
down.
fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Yeah.
It hasn't come down since, so I got a chip on my shoulder now. You know what I mean? No, it's
A well-deserved chip from the sounds of
yeah,
it.
it's 3 weeks now. It's been above 200.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. So
So, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Tom.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry.
No, please go on. This is about you tonight.
So I don't know if everybody knows I started another channel. Okay. And this one is called the Sunday Dinner Chef.
Yep.
And what I'm doing is I'm going back through my Rolodex in my head, plus all my old recipe books and stuff from the restaurant days.
Okay.
So it's a little bit more mellow. I cook and you know, I don't yell and scream about sugar and carbs. So
hey, I like that. That's okay.
Yeah.
So good.
So before I forget, Rena LaRue and Redazzle that have come in, thank you. Us talking about ice cream probably is not the better thing right now then.
No, it don't matter. No, it doesn't.
Okay.
I mean, at this point, it doesn't make a hill of beans.
Oh, good point. You could eat all the ice cream you want and it wouldn't matter because it's okay.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's just simply amazing.
Yes. All right. So I didn't get a chance to tell you this all before, so I'll run through it as quick as I can. You're going to have roughly 75 questions tonight.
Whoa.
Majority of the questions are intended to be quick fire, not spend a lot of time unless you choose fit to do so. Okay.
Okay.
And I'll tell you when we're in different categories because there are different things and different ways we do some of the questions. I will almost guarantee you probably have not done an interview like this. Okay.
Should I have an attorney present?
Well, having one on speed dial may not hurt. Okay.
Depends on your answers, I think.
Do you want, actually, Dark Lord Menet, why don't you drop both of them? He was asking whether to do a link for Chef for the show. So I'm going to go ahead and tell him to do both of them because I think that'd be great for people. Radio Jonesy, hello. Thank you for coming in. Okay. So I go through some of this, but I want to wait until we get through the first 4 questions to put out my information because I did it wrong last week. And we'll get to that later. So why did you pick your channel name would be the first question.
Because of what I was doing. With the keto.
Right. Okay. Did you struggle with that name or was that pretty easy for you to make that choice?
Yeah, I struggled with it because I had 3 different names to start with, and I didn't know which one to pick right. So,
okay. Well, okay. Some of this information I'll tell you here. The next question is, when did you start your channel? Now, YouTube has it listed that you started
August 4th, 2021.
4th, Hey, at least everybody knows I'm not lying. Is that the day you started content creating, or were you just a watcher at first?
No, that's when I started. That was my first video that I put up.
Okay, all right.
And I recommend don't look at it.
I'm gonna go back and watch it now.
I am too. Now you're driving me to go watch it. What is your channel about for those that may not know Tom Garvey, the Keto Cook?
It is about me personally, how I lost 65 pounds and got off a bunch of medication until I got a steroid shot 3 weeks ago. It's more of a journey, and I'm a retired chef, and I like cooking. I do most of the cooking at home, so it was just how I changed things, and I was surprised myself how it worked. It really was.
All right.
Yeah.
Streisand effect?
Yeah, well, no, not really. I mean, I just, you know what? I tried everything, because I constantly picked. But all of a sudden, this thing with no effort, it just, everything started working for me. So
I only said that because that's what was said in the chat. So that's why I said that. Okay. Can you tell us, in regards to YouTube, what milestones have stood out the most for you?
I was amazed about the friendships that I've made with people.
Okay.
That was like, I never seen that coming.
Not something you anticipated would be part of the gig, more or less.
Yeah. Well, no, not really. I thought, just you put it out, people watch it and, and move on. But I actually became friends with people on YouTube. That was the thing that I didn't see that coming. Let's put it that way.
Okay. So with that information, here's the geographical information I usually give to most people. You have 1.79 thousand subscribers. You have put out 106 videos. I'm assuming that's shorts and videos and lives. Do you have any idea how many views you have?
Yeah, I have. I think they told me 800,000 views.
I say I see 608, but somebody did say the views count on the web pages is not correct right now. There's something going on.
Yeah,
with them.
And also I actually have 806 videos.
Yes, I did say that. I thought
you said 106. I said
I might have said 106, but I fully intended 800.
Tony, come on, wake up, come on, Tony.
So Tom, just so you know, when everybody gets unruly, we have a way to get rid of them. Okay, it's a very easy process. Okay, one thing I don't normally ask, and I'm gonna start. I did. Now, correct me if I'm wrong on this. Okay, I have found mention of you on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Pinterest, and Newsbreak. Is that correct?
Well, not that I know of. I mean, I know of. I don't do anything on TikTok. Nothing.
Okay, so somebody must have mentioned you on TikTok then.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
but I am on Newsbreak.
Okay. What about Facebook and Pinterest?
Facebook, I started probably about a year ago. No Pinterest. And
no Pinterest. So somebody must have mentioned your video or a ditch or something you did there then. But Newsbreak is all over the place with you. I kind of gathered that was a platform you were using, and I know from watching some of your lives you had talked about it previously. So
yeah.
Okay. All right. So that was the first 4 questions. Easiest part of this whole thing. Now we get into the meat and potatoes of this thing. Okay. The next 20 questions you have are going to be, what is your favorite and what is your least favorite?
Okay.
Again, intended to be quick fire. If I ask you anything you don't want to answer, just say, can we pass on that? None of these questions are divulging personal information per se. Okay. But I want to give you that option if you don't want to.
Sure.
Okay? What is your favorite color?
Green.
What is your least favorite color?
Pink.
Yes.
What is your favorite number?
13.
What is your least favorite number?
3.
What is your favorite season?
Fall.
And what is your least favorite season?
In Las Vegas, summer.
I know everybody was waiting for winter, and I already knew the answer to that one. Okay, and some of these questions might be past and they can be current or something. So if I ask it and you're like, I don't do that, but I used to, that's what I'm looking for, is what would the used to be. What is or was your favorite TV show?
Probably, see, I didn't watch much TV because I work nights most of the time. But Honeymooners I would catch on the
one of these days, Alice.
One of these days.
I've watched so much Jackie Gleason over the years that I still, other than Smokey and the Bandit, that is my favorite of his, that character.
I had all 39 shows on CD, and I knew everyone by heart.
Oh, wow.
That's a bad sign. That's
dedication is what that is. What is or was your least favorite TV show?
Password. Game shows. Wasn't a game show guy.
Tom, you're killing me here. My ratings on Tuesday night are going to go down. You know what? But I will say, for somebody that does not like game shows, you and Mike did a good job. in Don't Say That Word.
Yeah, it didn't. It wasn't intended that way.
Okay. Well, it worked out well.
Yeah, it did. And matter of fact, I stopped doing it. I backed off it for a while.
Mhm.
Let them get a grasp on it because I had other things going on. You know.
Right. Right.
So.
Mhm.
All right. What is your favorite movie?
Ooh, Godfather.
I already knew that too.
Wow. That's a good one.
From one follower to another, I knew the answer to that one. All three of them, probably, right?
Yeah. Yep.
If you had to pick one of them, which would be your favorite?
The first one.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, the first one.
I like the storyline to a degree in the third one, but I like the history in the first one. That's what I really liked about it.
Yeah, that was the true meaning of that movie anyway.
Right.
Mm.
What is your least favorite movie then?
Tank.
Tank. I thought you were going to say SpongeBob Takes Over Las Vegas or something like that.
No. Tank. What was his name? Rockford. The guy that was on Rockford Files.
Jim Rockford.
Yeah.
It was James Gardner was the guy's name. Yeah.
But,
excuse me. I do want to offer this disclaimer to you, Tom. One of my mods has thrown out a disclaimer for you. You might want to consider.
Thanks, Dork. I really appreciate it. He knows me. I know he knows me. I know.
That's good. All right. Now, this for you might be a very interesting question. You have an empty plate sitting in front of you. What is the favorite dinner you would love to go to if you had to, or wanted to, or could?
Surf and turf.
Any specific surf and turf?
Lobster tail and filet mignon.
Ooh, we're all meeting over at Tom's house tomorrow, by the way.
Yep.
And that's what we did in a restaurant for many years. We used to do 200 pounds of lobster a night.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot. All right. Again, on the reverse of that, what is the last thing you would like to see on that plate?
Egg salad.
I don't blame you at all.
Nope. No. Mine would be tuna casserole, and we've all discussed that here.
Yeah, close second.
Okay.
Close second.
What is your favorite fruit?
Oh.
Now, mind you, and I want to throw this other disclaimer out there. There might be some of these questions that no longer pertain to you because of the lifestyle you have.
Yeah.
But just try to remember the best you can for when you might have eaten those things. Okay?
Grapes would be the one.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And then your least favorite fruit?
Kumquat.
I don't even know what that tastes like, to be honest with you.
That or jackfruit.
Jackfruit's sticky inside, isn't it?
Stinks like hell, but after once it really does. When you open it up, it really stinks, really horrible. But
I've never found that.
But it has a flavor that grows on you, really does.
What durian's like that though, doesn't it?
Yeah, the same thing.
Durian's the one that really, 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 really stinks.
Yeah,
I've never actually known jackfruit to smell.
Oh, okay.
I've never known it to, but I don't use it as a fruit either.
You want to know why that is, don't you?
What?
You want to know why that is? Why you don't smell it like he does? Because he's talking about jackfruit, you're talking about Jill fruit. So,
Jack and Jill fruit. They went up the hill. You know what I mean?
You know what happened after that. We don't even have to go into that conversation. Yeah, they came out with a plum. She's like, what are you talking about?
You do realize it's 4:20 in the morning for me, right?
Just remember, sister, this is late night with Kettle Kitchen.
It's early morning for me.
Okay.
He was going to Jack and Jill fruit. That's what he was doing.
Yes, that's what. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. What is your favorite vegetable?
Ooh. I would have to say people are going to laugh at me about this one. Brussels sprouts.
There's nothing to laugh about with Brussels sprouts. It's good.
Right. They are awesome.
All right. What is your least favorite vegetable?
I would have to say, and you're gonna laugh at this one because you know how I do things. Okay,
Right.
Mhm.
cauliflower.
Really? I think I've heard you say that before, actually. You don't like it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that was a hard nut for me to get around. You know what I mean? With cooking the way I did on keto, because they use that as rice, like rice, but
Right. And it doesn't taste anything like it to you, anyway.
no.
I can understand why people do that, but for me, it's not an equivalent. It's just a side dish of ground up cauliflower.
Yeah, I mean, people say, "Why use cauliflower rice?" There's no such thing. It's rice cauliflower.
Right.
Yeah.
So let me ask, in just a normal situation, like just cauliflower, would you eat it, or do you not like it when it's riced cauliflower? You understand what I'm asking?
It wouldn't be my go-to. Let's put it that way.
That's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah.
I do see a question.
I'll have all the cauliflower.
Sorry.
I said I'll have all the cauliflower.
I'll take it too. I like cauliflower, so
I'm good with having all the cauliflower. I do it in our house anyway, so just Tanny and vegetables is just
there you go.
Yeah.
I eat it, but I keep going like this, waiting for my father to give me a crack, and eat everything on your plate. I'll deal with it.
Hello, Michelle. Big Valley Living's in with us. Helena M has a question. When did you go keto? I'm assuming what year?
Actually, in 2020.
2020. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. This might throw you off a little because you are a kitchen guy. What is your favorite kitchen tool? You only get one.
My tongs.
Tongs. Now, would that be like the tongs you sent to Ginger, or would that be regular tongs?
Either one. Regular tongs, but I'm used to using the tweezers.
The tweezers is what. Yeah, that's what I call them, but I couldn't remember if that's what they were called or not.
Yeah, it's just they're actually culinary tweezers is what they.
Yeah, they're for doing fancy dancy,
Oh, the flowers and the dainty work.
Fancy bits.
Reason why I went back to that. Reason why I went back to that. Going YouTube, all of a sudden I became Cecil B. DeMille. You know what I mean? Of how to get into the. You put the tongs in and you get the camera down there. All you see is silver tongs.
Right.
So I'm a. You don't know how many blood blisters I got on my fingers from trying to get used to them things again. So.
I believe it.
What is your least favorite kitchen tool?
The sink.
Yeah. I love that.
That was a good answer. Thank you. Okay. What is or was your favorite board game?
Monopoly.
Okay. And then what is or was your least favorite board game?
Parcheesi, I would think.
I've heard that a couple times in these interviews.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't make sense to me.
Okay. Now we move into a different phase of questions. So that was 20. So now you've hit 24 out of 75. You're on a roll here.
Yeah, buttered roll.
On these next 10 questions, well, Blue's going to ask you a question, then I'm going to ask you 10 questions after that. Okay. In my 10 questions, they're kind of like what I just asked you, but you don't have to do the favorite and least favorite. They're just straightforward questions. Okay. Blue, what question would you like to ask Mr. Garvey?
I hate when he does this.
Don't hurt me, Blue.
I'm not going to hurt you, honey. Okay, so you in a long way in the future, when you turn up at the pearly gates, what do you hope that God says to you?
Will you do that again? When I hit the pearly gates, what do I want to do?
What is it you hope that God says to you?
You're late.
I love it.
I love that.
I like that.
I
That's a
love
good answer.
that. I love that. That's brilliant.
We've been looking for you for a while.
Okay. There is what is your least favorite chore? Let me do it this way.
My least favorite chore would be washing dishes.
It seems to be a common theme going here.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I started out. You know what I mean? But
What is your favorite time of day?
morning.
What is your favorite day of the week?
Wednesday. I would think Wednesday was always like all right, let's get ready for the weekend and stuff like that.
Right.
Wednesday was the.
Who is your favorite male actor?
Wow. Male actor would have to be. I can't think of his name right now, but I would think James Caan.
Ooh, hadn't heard that one.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite actress?
Wow. Favorite actress. I don't really know. I really don't know. I would think I don't watch that much with movies and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But not to be too thinking about it, but I don't know. I'm not really sure. Meryl Streep, I would imagine. I mean, she's pretty diverse.
Okay. What is your favorite saying?
Forget about it.
I like that. What is your favorite song?
Whoa, now Tony. Now come on now.
No, don't divulge any additional information.
I go in spurts with things. As you know, I also play drums. Okay, so whatever I'm listening to, I like all kinds of music, everything. I'm going to go crazy here with this one. You're going to laugh at me about this one. In the Mood by Glenn Miller.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that though with you.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I grew up on that.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
My parents or my grandparents were actually my parents.
Okay.
So, I grew up on a lot of 30s and 40s music.
Yeah, me too. I mean,
I think if you don't get anything off of Tom's shorts, and I don't mean anything mean about it when I say that, you get an appreciation for Italian or that era of music, because it seems that's the go-to music for those. And I love how it plays into what you're doing. It's great. So
right now I'm haven't been playing because of my knee. So, but I'm still with the band, and I've been doing a lot of stuff with the band. And right now we're negotiating with the casino of putting on a 50s, not doo-wop, not Louis Prima, Frank Sinatra, that type of shows. And I got a lot of young, talented people who want to be involved in it. So that's what I'm basically working on now.
Good.
Being I can't go nowhere, so that's
right. So Michelle at Big Valley Living said, absolutely. Hold on while I grab my tenor sax. She is a sax player. That's something a lot of people didn't know about her.
Well, Michelle, come on out. I do happen to need a sax player right now.
No, don't tempt her. I'm sure that's what she's going to say. Okay.
That's awesome.
That is. I think that's great.
Yeah.
What is your favorite holiday?
Christmas.
And then what is the last book you read?
Oh, we're going back. I don't read a lot of books. I read a lot of cookbooks. That kind of stuff.
They count.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. And I guess the last one, well, you know what? I dabble back and forth between Bobby Flay's book, and I go back to Emerald. And the reason why I go back to Emerald, his older stuff, is because we have a lot in common.
Okay.
And just seeing how he does things. He's a drummer also.
Right.
You know, we're about the same age. So yeah, but
Cool.
mostly cookbooks that I go through.
What is your favorite hobby? I was saving this, but I think you've divulged too much information to not assume it.
I have a lot of hobbies. I play drums naturally. I like to cook. Okay, but I also like to fix things. I like to all my stuff that I use for filming. I make myself via PVC pipe, paints, coffee cans,
Yeah.
whatever with the lights. And I rig
Awesome.
everything up myself. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just to save money. You know.
Right.
So that's the best way to do it.
So yeah, I would say like a fix it type of thing. You know.
So Tom's also a fixer.
Yeah. Hey, forget about it.
Forget about it. I was thinking the same thing. Okay. Now we go back into the evil favorite, least favorite again. So we got 20 more of those. Okay. What was your favorite subject in school?
History.
What was your least favorite?
Math.
What is your favorite pizza topping?
Pepperoni.
What is your least favorite pizza topping?
Pineapple.
You're killing me here.
Hey,
It's all right. I'll have yours.
Yeah,
Hey,
I will too.
the people I hang around with, if you put pineapple.
Okay. It's preservation of mind and body and soul. He says that.
Exactly. But you know what? I'm at the point where to each his own. Whatever you want to put it on there, knock yourself out. You know.
It used to be that there was a standard that went on pizza. Really used to, and we've gotten to a point, and especially with people trying and testing out new ingredients that they never have before. There's some flavors that go together I would never have thought of. Never.
Well, you got that right.
Years.
You got that right. Yeah.
So
you got to keep an open mind with that stuff.
Yes. Okay. Pineapple. Okay. Like we did with the dinner plate. What would your favorite breakfast be?
I would think like waffles and bacon. You know.
Okay. Do you like waffles with just butter and syrup or with some berries and things like that?
Anyway I can. You know why? Because I don't have them now. That's
right.
You know.
That's kind of why I was asking the question, because I wasn't quite sure how it fit into keto very well. But
yeah.
Okay. What is your least favorite breakfast then?
Ooh, hard-boiled egg.
You got something against eggs, don't you?
Oh, I can't. No, I just. Sorry.
Not an egg fan.
What is it?
You're not an egg fan.
Yeah, no. But I do use a lot of eggs. But for me reason why was because when I was a kid, I was allergic to raw egg.
Right.
Oh, okay. So you just stayed away from them.
And then later on in life, if I had a scrambled egg, it had to be well done. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And then come to find out that it was the white of the egg that I was allergic to, because that's where all the antibodies are and bacteria and everything's in that white. So yeah. But,
so how'd you get around back then? How would you have gotten around? So you didn't eat a lot of cakes and things like that then, I would assume.
No, because you know what would happen? My lip, I'll never forget when I was a kid, my lips would swell up if I did have any kind of raw egg.
Right.
Wow.
So I was the skinny kid. Believe that. Okay. I was the skinny kid in the family. And my brothers were, pretty big strapping guys. Now I outshine them, but but the one brother tried to get me. He was gonna bulk me up. So he made me a malted milk and he cracked 2 raw eggs in it.
Oh no.
I was a walking hive.
Oh. That's
wow.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So that's how we found out. So
well, at least you know. Or
but not so much anymore. So, yeah.
Right. Who is or was your favorite cartoon character?
Huckleberry Hound.
Nice.
It's the first time I've heard that one pop up.
Yeah.
Who is or was your least favorite cartoon character?
You're gonna laugh at this one. Bugs Bunny.
Okay, do tell.
I don't know. I just said, Bugs was always too cool to lean up against a tree or something like that. I wanted to see Elmer Fudd shoot him.
I always thought of Bugs Bunny as the Eddie Haskell of Looney Tunes.
Bingo.
Yeah,
you're right. There you go.
What is your favorite drink? Not implying anything. It's totally up to you how to answer.
My favorite drink is Johnny Walker Black on the rocks.
Nice.
All right. And then what would be your least favorite drink?
A Pink Lady.
What's a Pink Lady?
It's some kind of creamy little, pinkish looking colored. Look
Cream
like Pepto-Bismol, but ice.
To be in alcohol. Sorry.
Yeah.
No. Cream does not go in alcohol. Nope.
Hold on just 1 second.
Hi, Bert Window. Nice to see you. Thanks for dropping in.
Well, you okay, wait a second. You're kind of omitting part of the problem with the Pink Lady. You do realize that, right?
What?
Mm-mm.
Traditionally, a Pink Lady has egg white in it.
Bingo.
Oh.
So, yeah I mean.
Oh, what? Why
Who
hurt that person? Why would they do that?
Oh, hold on a second. So what I get in this one, I just grabbed one. So if it's wrong, it's wrong, but it is what it says. Okay. It is freshly squeezed lemon juice with pomegranate based grenadine that has gin and apple jack mixed in it together.
And shaken.
Yeah.
Put into like a flute, like into a flute glass.
I wouldn't even want to admit that I came up with that drink. Okay.
Well, you see, back in the day, we had a bar, so every once in a while I had to jump behind the bar and do this. And some idiot would sit at the bar, or one guy, the husband would order a beer, and the woman would order this 40 ingredient drink.
Of course.
And I'm trying to no more.
Wow.
Yeah, I get it. Okay. Historically, not personally, what is your favorite moment in time?
1969, when I stepped foot on the moon.
Good answer. And then on the flip side, what is your least favorite moment in time, historically?
Kent State.
Okay. What sound do you enjoy the most?
I guess when it rains.
Okay. And then what sound annoys you the most?
Somebody who I'm very close to that snores.
I happen to know who you're talking about.
And hopefully they're not watching.
Yes. What is your favorite restaurant?
Italian restaurant.
You don't have a specific one?
No, just authentic Italian restaurant. I don't mean Carrabba's or anything like that.
Right. Okay. And then what would be your least favorite restaurant?
McDonald's.
Another common theme.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite age so far? You don't have to divulge it if it's now.
No.
It's just a question.
The age I'm 69. This year I'll be 70 in October.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the thing that amazes me is that how people perceive older people.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I go to the doctor and all of a sudden, I'm there for a checkup or whatever, blood work, and automatically they think I'm deaf.
Do you need help?
Fill out the paperwork. All that stuff. So that's that. Yeah, but this age right now, 69, I think is
okay.
Is the number.
Then what was your least favorite age?
I would have to say 13, 14 years after 13.
13. Okay.
Yeah.
What is your favorite smell?
Wow, that's a. You know what? I'm gonna lemons. I like the smell of citrus. I like that clean of a lemon or a lime or something
I
like
can
that.
smell that when you said that. It was like,
Yeah, just with the wow.
Okay, most controversial question we ask on this channel for this specific interview. What is your least favorite smell?
Poop.
Most common answer given is farts or poops.
Yeah, poops. I mean,
And I think vomit is the close third.
yeah. I mean, when my daughter was little, I never changed a diaper because I couldn't take it. So when my daughter was little, she's in the playpen, face turning beet red. I would call my mother. Baby really wants to see you, Mom.
Didn't you say you were coming over for a visit?
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so you finished those.
Okay.
And BLOO, do you have a second question?
I do. I came up with one. Ta-da!
Uh-oh.
Hit me with this just as we were coming in. I'm like, really? So, as a chef, where was it's a two-parter, okay? So, where was your favorite place to work? And then if you had your choice of anywhere in the world, where would you have liked to have worked?
Are now in the second part, are you asking a city or a specific restaurant?
Oh, specific restaurant.
Okay, just thought I'd ask.
At my own restaurant, I would love to go. I'd love to go back and know what I know now. Okay.
Yeah.
But then I would like to have that restaurant in Italy.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. I would like to do that. I'm to the point now where I would love to travel, but it's not there. You know what I mean? And honestly, I'm a little nervous about it. The older I get, I'm nervous of flying anywhere. I'm nervous. I mean, it's 10 years ago. Yeah, I would have no problem. But now I'd rather just stay here. But yeah, that's where I would like to go.
And then the first part of her question, which was, where was your favorite place to work?
At our restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's an answer. You guys had your own restaurant. Really cool.
Yeah. Awesome. That was my prime. Okay. And there was no stone on that we didn't unturn. I mean, just turned everything over. Everything was just clicking. 1, 2, 3. I mean, it was just a great time in my life.
Good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Okay, here comes the weird questions now. If you could be a dessert, what dessert would you be?
Tiramisu.
I knew that. I guessed that one. If you could be a hot beverage, which would you be?
Whoa. Yeah. I would probably be a cappuccino.
As in previous, the well-dignified gentleman from Lazy Days Ahead said, I would love to be a hot toddy to make everybody happy. All right. If you could be any cut of meat, which cut of meat would you be?
I would, you know what? Probably the filet mignon. I would probably be the filet. I'd like to be anyway.
Well, yeah.
I'd wind up being a brisket.
Only select few make it that far, right?
Yeah, exactly. You have to be. You don't want to be the choice either.
Well, I really wouldn't want to go through life as the rump roast either, though.
Yeah, and that's, well, you know what? It cooked a long time, that's for sure.
Yeah. And you and I neither like the heat, so that is not our place. Okay.
Yeah.
If you could be any type of seafood, which would you be?
Lobster.
Okay. If you could be a piece of farm equipment, what would you be?
Ooh. I guess the plow, turn things up.
Okay.
Agitate things.
Okay. 2 different meanings there, but I'll go with the latter because that was humorous. I like that.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. If you were any kind of baked good item, which item would you be?
I would like to be a bagel, an everything bagel.
Okay.
Didn't see that
I'm
one.
gonna try one of these things one day.
You've
Yeah.
never had one of them yet?
I've had a bagel, but I've never had an everything bagel.
bagel.
Yeah.
That stuff is good on a lot more than just a bagel, by the way.
Yes,
I don't
it
know.
is.
I think I'd have to make it for myself.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Now,
Yeah.
see,
That would
that's why I like BLOO, because we're on the
Yeah.
same page with
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
stuff.
If you could live in any state other than the one you live in, which I think I already know where we're going to go with this, what state would it be, my friend?
Well, I lived in Jersey, I lived in North Carolina, I lived in Florida, I lived in Texas, I live in where I'm at now. I would think probably Montana, away from everybody.
I thought you were going to say back to North Carolina.
No, I've been there, done that.
All right. What is one type of food you've not tried that you would love to try?
Huh. I'm not, believe it or not, okay, I've never really dabbled in Indian food.
Ooh.
Talk to
Okay.
that lady right there.
I've never
I
really
might be able to help you there, sir.
I fooled around a little bit with some spices and stuff, but never really got into it. I am now. I'm starting to look more and more into it. You know,
So
I would say Indian food.
Since we're on this conversation, I would like to extend an offer to you.
Mm-hmm.
In the month of May, Ryan Cooke, who is the channel owner of Heavenly Hills Homestead, the pumpkin guy, the large pumpkin guy, him and his son came up with a collaboration, ran it by me, and I thought it was brilliant. And so we are going to do it in May. And I think it's plates around the world.
Yes.
Okay. What that is based on either your first name or the first letter of your channel name, which in your case, we could go with your first or last name because your channel name is your name. So we could work around that. That's the country you have to come up with. That's a dish from that country. So in your case, let's say we said either T or G, it would be any country that starts with those letters or that letter.
You could do Tanzania.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be
Guam.
really exciting.
Guam. Yes.
Yeah, Guam.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Think
cool.
about it. Let me know because no, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I think that helps us also as content creators in the same position you just were. I haven't dabbled in that and I would like to. There's some exposure to it, you know.
I'm involved right now, and actually it's coming tomorrow. There's a few, I think there's maybe 12 channels from around the world. Okay. And January, they invited me back in I think November or December, and to start with this. Now they do one a month from each country, whatever country they pick.
Oh.
So tomorrow's collab is Iran/Persia.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, so
that's some good eating down there.
yeah, and this is what I like about it. And this is what I like about you, Tony. I'm not blowing smoke or anything like that. It's the openness. It's the way to. I don't cook Iranian food every day.
Right.
With the turmoil that's going on right now, nobody would even think about doing that.
Exactly.
Right now, but what I actually took it out of the video, and I said, damn it, I wanted to leave it in there. If the leaders of the world would eat some of their own food and who they're bickering with, you know what? It would all go away.
Yeah,
that's just.
I've always said that, right?
That's just my thinking.
Over a meal and talk about it like adults instead of throwing bombs at each other like kids. Do you know what I mean?
And the thing I get out of this whole thing was how common it is. Some of the food is common with each culture.
Very common, yes.
And I'm like, whoa, look at this, So
this is the thing. Like, there's a certain core amount of spices that pretty much every culture uses.
Right.
but they just use them slightly differently.
Yeah, you got to go in with an open mind. Is the way I look at it. You know
Absolutely.
What I mean?
The one of the channels I constantly find myself watching when I'm trying to go to sleep, don't ask me why, I choose then to watch it, is the Best Food Review channel, whatever thing, with Sunny, whatever his name is.
Sunny Side.
Yes, yes. But the whole thing I'm getting to is one thing he points out. There are so many dishes out there that are the same thing, minus the spicing. In so many countries, we just call them different things.
Yeah.
And we don't realize the staples that we all use, maybe a little different, maybe spiced different, maybe cook longer or less, but they're still the same items. We all theoretically break bread the same way with the same things, and we don't even realize it.
So my thing was I did now this is on the other channel that I'm on, the Sunday Chef. I started out with them on the keto channel, but I said, you know what, it's going to hinder me to do what I want to do because I got to keep it keto. So what I did was I asked her to switch me and put me on from my other channel. So what I did was I made lavish bread and kubita. Okay,
because your Sunday channel is not keto only, correct?
No,
okay,
I'm just wide open. I do everything. Yeah.
Okay.
I do everything. So what I did, and it came out, it was very easy. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, all the spices and stuff like that. It just goes to show you how we are in this country here are, I guess, brainwashed. Okay, that good food is you drive through and you have somebody knock on your door and hand you a bag of food. Okay,
right.
The other countries, they cook everything themselves. You know.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
The other thing that I found very interesting in watching that, and there's other places and channels and all that you can find the same information from. It just happens to be the one I noticed most. Is most countries other than America, and there's a few others that fall into the same place, but majority of the countries out there, how much they utilize in what they cook. So if they're processing a cow, how much of that cow is utilized, and in comparison to us, how much is wasted.
Oh, you know? Yeah. I mean, nothing but waste.
Right.
The whole thing is waste. Ooh, I don't want to eat that.
Right.
Ooh,
right.
You know.
Yeah, I can't eat that bit, can't eat that bit, but I bet you come the zombie apocalypse, they'll be chewing it raw.
Oh, yes, I agree. You know? So here's the thing I think we're all trying to imply right there. Food is what links all humans, and it really is.
And music.
And music. I agree, 100%.
But they go together hand in hand. The best meals have the best music, you know, because it's an experience.
I sidetracked this way off of this, so I apologize.
That's fine. We're good.
Okay. Now, again, these might be things that you don't eat, but what would have been, okay? What is was your favorite pie?
Apple.
Okay. Ooh. And then what type of donut did you, or I'm assuming you don't eat them now, what would you have eaten when you were eating donuts?
I would do like an eclair type, you know, like a chocolate covered eclair, or
with the filling in the middle.
Inside, or jelly donut.
Right.
That's going way back.
Don't let your jelly roll, your jelly. Okay, you made it past the weirdo questions.
All right.
Okay. Now, you are what I know. Okay, I'm going to make a statement about this because these next 9 scripted questions are really about homesteading. Okay. I know traditionally your channel is not put out there as a homesteading channel, but I do know you garden. I do know that you try to do self-sufficiency. Whether you title it as homesteading or not, that's the questions I'm after, is how, if it pertains to you, what would it be? What would the answer be? Okay.
We came from 17 acres in North Carolina, grew everything. So.
Right. And so you have knowledge of it. Okay. All right.
He's an urban homesteader.
But just for clarification before we even get started, because I mean, I know you and I have talked about this, but I don't know what you've discussed out in the open. Do you consider yourself an urban homesteader or not?
Yeah, I actually do.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
See, told you.
I already knew it, but I didn't know what he has told people. So, okay. that in mind, the next 9 questions really are based around, well, 8 of the 9 are really based around homesteading. So here we go. What is your definition of a homesteader?
Self-sufficient. Okay. Everything done from scratch.
Okay.
Basically.
Okay.
That's from repairs, everything to food.
Not just food, just everything in
Everything
general.
that pertains to your home that has to be taken care of, done by yourself.
Okay. What would you consider the biggest challenge with homesteading?
That would be a 2-part question for me, because it would be if your crop failed, okay, preserving,
okay,
fails and stuff like that. So it would be I would say a personal failure.
Personal failure. Okay.
Yeah.
So
as far as
common theme here, and I'm not sure if she's in here. There's a lot that come in, and this question comes up every interview, same questions. And it's a repeated thing that's put out there, is that even though they're failures, they actually are educational benefits.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Because you learn from them. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What is the most rewarding thing about homesteading, in your opinion?
Clear mind.
We haven't got that answer yet.
A clear mind.
Okay. What fruit or vegetable would you love to grow that you've not done so far?
Oh, I did grow peanuts in North Carolina. Yes, I did. Because I wanted to learn how to do it. I wanted to know if I could do it, the whole thing.
Got it.
We grew corn, everything else like that. I would like to. We started it and just was a failure at it. Brussels sprouts again.
Those are so hard to grow, from my own personal
man,
experience.
I tell you.
Really?
For me,
I mean, yeah. I mean, the temperature's got to.
Mine turned into little balls, and then it died off. But me and Blue talked about that though too. We think it was because I started too late. It didn't have enough time for it to grow before my season was over. So I'm going to retry that this year and see how it works out.
And because we did everything natural, and I didn't use any pesticides or anything else like that. And at the same token, the animals, rabbits,
right,
would come in and have, would have look like they were dining at Olive Garden,
Blue, that was funny. You were supposed to laugh.
I'm sorry. I've got someone spamming my Instagram and I'm trying to stop it.
Oh, okay. We'll continue on. You unspam yourself.
Apologies. I'm just desperately trying to stop
you're fine.
what's going on so that it's not aggravating.
No, I get it. What animal, Tom, would you like to raise the most if you were given the chance, the space, the money, all that? What would you like to grow or raise?
I love pork, so I would love to grow hogs, pigs, piglets, and stuff.
Okay.
I marvel at Dale.
What is one thing you want to accomplish on your homestead that you've not done this far?
Growing stuff I got to get used to the heat here. Okay.
Yeah.
We're so accustomed to living on the East Coast, I guess.
Right.
And that kind of, that kind of atmosphere and stuff. But out here, it's really hard. We do have a pepper plant since we moved in here, Scotch bonnet.
Yes.
4 years now. It
produces pretty well.
Yeah.
It's in the house right now and it's still popping out.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
They do. People tend to pull them out in winter.
Right.
Because it's easier for them to do that than it is to overwinter them undercover.
This is in the house grown.
So okay, now Tom, I get yours is in the house, but you could winter them and they still would produce?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. If you wintered them, if you cut them back and stuff like that on the outside, I don't think they would or they still would produce. We didn't do nothing to this thing.
You just brought it inside the house.
Marie says, we're gonna get frost brought in the house. 4 years now.
Okay, gotcha.
Every winter, bring it in the house.
Gotcha. All right.
I tell everybody I'm going to the lower 40. It's my balcony.
What is one thing you've done on your homestead that you regret doing?
All right, now this is gonna sound kind of crazy, but I'm going back in time when we had the place in North Carolina where I'm at now. I'm in an apartment right now.
Right.
The problem I'm having right now is not making room or making an area because I can, okay, to put up more potted plants and stuff.
Yes.
Okay, that was the regret I did 2 years in a row now. Okay, so yeah, just not preparing myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The last scripted question. Okay. What do you love about the community, YouTube community, in which you feel you are a part of and belong to? Because you're one of those channels that kind of fits in multiple communities.
Yeah, I liked it. I like the camaraderie. I like the I'm like I said, I'm 69 years old and I'm still learning.
Right.
I'll watch people's channels and say, "Whoa, I didn't know that." Okay. I'm intrigued with canning. Okay. I've never done it. I was always afraid to do it. Okay. And there's a lot of people out there that I would trust on learning how to do it. Okay. I did a pantry challenge. I can't remember with who. I think it was with you.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I said, why did I get involved in this? I opened my pantry. There's nothing in it.
It was. I remember that.
Whoa.
Well, okay, no pantry.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the thing I'm intrigued with of preparing stuff and keeping it just in case. You never know.
Right. Right. Okay. This is why I call it. It's one more question, but it's unscripted because it's really on you. Is there anything about your channel or you that we have not discussed that you would like to put out there?
Yeah. It's a misconception when everybody turns around and says they say keto diet. Okay. I don't look at it that way. Okay. It's a lifestyle. Okay.
Right.
I look at it if you have never tried a food before and then you try and say, oh, this ain't too bad. Okay. That's basically what I'm trying to put out there. Nothing from a box, nothing for, anything that says keto on it, I run the other way. So all the stuff that I cook and prepare and the videos that I make, anybody can eat.
But you base them off of a keto origination, I think is the better word.
Yeah, I don't include anything that would have carb. Everything has carbs in it, a little amount of carbs.
Right.
Okay? Sugars, you got to be careful with sugars and stuff like that. But if you get it to the point down where you can manage it, okay, people they jump into both feet too quick.
Right.
Okay. It took me, I think it was 2.5 weeks. I lost 16 pounds. To Maria, wow. So what the hell did I do? What, and then it just started going like that.
Right.
And then as far as snacking and everything like that, that went away because if you eat a high carb, a standard American diet, let's put it that way. If you eat that way, you're constantly hungry.
Yeah.
You go to work, you have coffee break at 10 o'clock, then you have lunch. Okay. Then you have a break at 2 o'clock, and you come home, you have a snack, then you cook dinner. Then after dinner, you have a snack. So you're eating 6-8 times. Okay. Your carb intake is over the top. Right. I started eating this way like this, and all of a sudden, I'm not hungry. Marie loved it because she didn't have to get me snacks.
I love it. I love it.
So that's basically what it is. It's the word keto. You should drop it and just live. Just watch what you take. That's all. That's what you put into yourself.
So in 2025, Tom's changing his channel name to Tom Garvey the Cook, just so everybody knows that.
Yeah. Well, what I'm going to Tony. Actually, what my plan is with the keto channel is I have, like I said, 800 and some videos. I'm going to go back and cherry pick through them, and I'm going to do a pre-recorded deal on how to just keep maintaining it. The other channel is what I'm going to get into, nice and calm, and make a little bit of everything. So
I think one of the things me and BLOO have talked about quite often, and me and Tiffany and Michelle from Big Valley Living and a few others have talked about, the one thing I like on my channel, and BLOO has a tendency to do them as well, and if she doesn't do it, she does talk about it because I remember this. And it's what I like about your keto stuff, because there is nothing I have seen on your channel that I know I could not cook.
That's
I don't mean that from a technique. That is not what I'm implying.
right. Exactly.
It looks delicious. I know the adults in this house would eat almost everything you've cooked, minus a few things, just because we're not greens people. But besides that, the thing I love about my channel, which I think from your perspective, even though you're a keto channel and BLOO's channel does the same thing, is what I'm really trying to say. Just because this is the way I'm doing, there's also other ways you can do it to accommodate the same end goal. That's the point I'm trying to get to, you know, and that's why I have always considered putting you in almost every one of my collaborations that I do or I'm a part of, because you give a perspective from something else. It's not the normal way of doing it.
So if I'm cooking chicken, okay, and I urge everybody to try it, chicken or pork, whatever, pound it out nice and thin so everything cooks even. That's my mindset coming from the restaurant end of it. Putting plates out at the same time. That's Marie hates it. You know, stop.
Right. But it's what you do. Right.
Yeah. Rather than using breadcrumbs or flour, okay, use broken up pork rinds.
Yes.
Crush up the pork rinds. They have a great flavor, great taste. Okay. Or you can, people say, "Oh, you can't do cornstarch." Use some cornstarch. Okay. The carb count is much lower than flour.
Right.
Just them little ins and outs like that would do your body so much. And there again, I'm not a doctor or anything like that. I'm just telling everybody how I got to where I'm at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could take anything on my channel, make it, and add your potatoes, make corn, whatever you want to it, and it's nothing. There's no hocus pocus.
Right.
That's
and I think that demystifies some of the cooking channels, quote unquote, that are out there, because you almost get that feeling of, I don't have the equipment. I can't afford that food. I can't get that spice. I can't do this. I'm not even going to look at it anymore because I'm going to go find something else I can do with what I got.
I have people right now that are mad at me, and I don't give a damn.
Who cares?
Okay. I am not selling my principles to be sponsored by somebody or whatever. They have this keto chow, and I call it all junk. I call it. They don't invite me to no keto conference. They don't send me no stuff to shake in a jar and drink and all that stuff. I say what it is. It's junk.
Right.
Yeah.
Just eat normal food. That's what you got to do.
Right.
Absolutely. I mean, we come from two ends of the spectrum, Tom and I. I go the more plant-based route. He goes the more meat-based route. But I have to do the plant-based route. And the reason being, I don't have a gallbladder.
Yeah.
If I go the keto route, I could end up in a very bad way. And I have gone that way. Yeah. But I found I've had to go the other way. Neither are over and above the other.
Yeah. But we go weeks. No. We go weeks sometimes with no any kind of meat protein. I'm going to throw one more thing out there. I don't want to keep windbagging here. But
you can windbag. It's about you. So it's your show right now.
If you eat too much chicken, lean chicken, white meat chicken, okay, guess what? Raises your blood sugar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
so my whole thing is fat. Okay, good fat. Yeah. Olive oil, avocado oil, but clean butter and stuff like that. But people, you can't have seed oils. Yes, you can.
But in moderation.
The amount that we use and what we're going to use is. It took me 65 freaking years to get where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? So 1 teaspoon of that oil is not going to kill me.
Right.
That's falsehood. So.
No. Yeah. But see, there's different seed oils as well.
Yeah.
And they're created in a different way. So it's
great
like
seed oil and all this stuff like that. Yeah. I'm going to give it a break. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal. It's not.
It's the same with that. I find that sunflower oil, I don't have a problem with that. The reason being, we're told to eat fistfuls of sunflower seeds.
Exactly.
That's where the oil comes from.
And BLOO, what gets me is that I watch these channels, my fellow keto people, okay?
Yeah.
Where they turn around and they bake bread, okay?
Yeah.
Or a cake. and they'll use 3 cups of almond flour. Okay. So
wow.
break it down. 1 cup of almond flour actually is between 90 and 92 or 3 actual almonds that are ground up into a cup. So you're taking that times 3 times that. Okay.
Yeah.
You go to the cardiologist, and the cardiologist stresses the point to you. You can have a handful of almonds.
Yeah.
That's not going to harm you. That count comes out to be 20 or 22. So now you make his bread. Okay. So if you're looking for a sandwich or something, don't buy anything. Arnold breads now have keto bread. Okay. Net zero carb. Net carbs is a gimmick. Okay. If you want bread, go have bread. Okay. Better yet, make your own bread. Now you know what's in it.
Yeah.
Okay. It'll get stale. You're not going to want. You're going to wake up in the morning, feel like crap. Well, guess what? It's from the bread, but you got rid of that craving.
Right.
Well, it's not complicated.
The only time swapping out wheat with like buckwheat and quinoa flour. Yeah.
They
worked for me.
Yeah, but I mean, 3 cups of almonds.
Almonds. I would never use that many almonds. I'm sorry, I wouldn't.
It's insane.
I mean, I used to when I was making cakes for work and for my place and stuff like that, but I wouldn't do it for myself.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, and there again, you got to research it yourself. You can't go on what somebody says or hold it. I mean, you got Google out there. You can get anything you want. It's up to you to research it more to get the facts behind it. Whenever they say, well, study shows, what study? Who?
Yeah, which one?
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with that kind of stuff. Anyway.
Yeah. See, I always come bearing the receipts. If I say that there's a study, I will show you where to find the study.
Right.
It's down there in my description. If I mention a study, it's down there. If it's not, it'll be on my blog, but it will be somewhere where you can get it. Yeah.
And I just put it to this way, where I follow a couple of these doctors. One guy, Dr. Westman, he's from Duke University. Okay. And he actually took over Dr. Atkins, all his research and stuff like that. Okay. So this guy's pretty credible. There's a couple other people out there. And the only reason why I say that is because it worked for me. It really did. I would have
absolutely. And it's what works for you. That's the bottom line of it as well.
Now, if I can only stop dancing, I'll be all right.
Okay. So that's the end of it. You made it through. Thank you very much. I encourage anybody to reach out to Tom's channel. You can get all that in the description box down below. Also, Dark Lord Menace been putting the link up through the show. I want to thank you for coming, Tom. But you're not done yet. You're not done yet. Okay. You can access private chat, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Tom, I want you to ask our viewers who are in side chat a question that would not be normal common knowledge, but you know the answer to regarding you or your channel.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you would have had to have actually watched it and been like block watching his channel for a while.
You would have to know it from his channel. That is the key. Thank you, BLOO. You are correct. Okay. Before he asks the question, here's the rules. You'll have 1 minute to answer the question. First person on the StreamYard side, not the YouTube side, will be declared the winner. So, Tom, when the answers start coming in, you'll need to watch them as well, because if I don't know the answer, you need to know the answer.
Okay.
Yeah. And that person will win right there. Irresistible Crockpot Cookbook for 2,000 recipes.
Wow.
Okay. I was looking while you guys were talking. I was gonna do 1,000 keto recipes, but the more I listened to Tom, I was like, maybe that's not the better way to go.
Exactly.
So I went with this because it's one of the things I'm introducing this year is slow cooker, crock pot, instant pot, and soups. So that's why I did it that way.
Cool.
All right.
Yes, and Aunt Blue does want it.
All right, Tom.
All right.
What is your question?
What protein do I use the most on my keto cooking channel?
Fair enough. All right. So you got 1 minute from now. All right. We'll wait the 1 minute. Again, I want to thank you for coming in. I've been trying to get you here for a long time, and it finally worked out. If you have a winner, let me know.
Bingo, Helena M.
There you go.
Yeah.
I knew that. There you go. You got the answer, sister. That didn't take long at all, did it?
And pork rinds. Dork's got it right too. Pork rinds.
So
and the only reason, the pork, regular pork, and pork tenderloin is basically what I use a lot of, butts and stuff like that. You know, I do the pulled pork and stuff. So, and the only reason why I do that is because it's economical.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I get it. So, Helena, you will be receiving that book, and Tom, are you interested in that book? It was your question. I'll be sending you one as well.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I just finished the cook today using the crock pot. Now, there again, I'm not a big crock pot user.
Right.
Okay. And I actually, I don't know if anybody's seen it, but I actually made fried chicken like thighs in the crock pot that got crispy.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things you can do in the crock pot that people don't even think about.
Yeah.
I'm thinking in August doing a crock pot thing.
Yeah, but there's slow cooker September.
No, it's Crocktober is what you're thinking of.
Crocktober, yeah, that thing.
Yeah, I enjoyed that also. I enjoyed that collab.
Yes.
I really had a good time.
Well, and there's another thing that, that people, I'm assuming most people that are here know this because I've mentioned it several times. Tom has been on Noodle November twice.
Yes.
Oh, that was you got me good though, you son of a gun.
Yeah.
I don't know, BLOO, if you know about this. Okay, I did seafood, and I smoked part of it in my smoker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay? I filmed this thing. Okay, and I was trying to be real professional about the film the whole bit. I filmed the whole thing in slow motion.
Right.
When I went to download it to the computer, 4 hours and 15 minutes.
And normally his doesn't take that long to load. It normally doesn't do it that long. Yeah.
So I had Marie knew just what was going on. She went and got the bottle of scotch. She said, "Here you go."
Wow.
And I actually had to speed it up.
Yep.
And then I had to narrate over top of it because it was like when I started, it was nuts. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. That's a challenge to me. Okay.
Yeah.
As far as how would I do this? People expected me to do with the keto. Okay.
Right. Right.
Now the other channel, I feel guilty. Okay. I've made ciabatta bread. Okay.
Yeah.
You feel guilty doing the things
doing it.
The other side.
Making my regular recipes that I did in restaurant. So I'm looking at Marie and I'm looking for the lightning to come through the window. So, but I mean, but doing the other channel is a little bit more relaxing because I don't have the police. I don't have the keto police staring at me, waiting for me to make a mistake on it like that. So I had to get that. I had to get that elephant off my back a little bit. So
understandable. Yep. And again, you'll be invited back again this year. You're one of my staples on that show, and I know at some point you're going to feel like you're running out of options. But
no.
This year there's a twist in Noodle November.
Yeah, twisty pasta.
But maybe we might have the Sunday dinner chef.
There
you go.
Because and also with that channel is what I'm doing is one a week. I'll have 52 videos up, and that's one every Sunday. One goes up, and that's all I'm doing with that. I might throw a short in between there, but I got one coming up where I made my pappardelle noodles from scratch and with shrimp. So
Right.
Tony,
Nope.
anything you got going on, I'm with you, buddy.
Well, you should join us for this month coming up.
I'm still having a hard time.
I'm joking. I'm
Yeah.
joking. I'm joking.
Marie stands behind me.
This one is Break Your Heart Bake.
Wow.
Yeah. You made something so delicious it breaks your heart to give it up or eat it.
That's why I couldn't do it on a keto channel.
I know. But, the other thing, do you have an email for that one, or are you using the same email?
I'm using my same email.
Okay.
For it right now.
So if I send you an invite and it's not something you want to do keto, you go ahead and make the decision. I will do it, but I'll do it on the Sunday cook side, and then I'll know what to do with it. So
okay.
You're one of my. I always send out to you, Tom. You and BLOO are two people that I always send out to. So
that's what I mean about you meet people and you become friendly and become friends. That you talk back and forth with, and I totally like that. I really do.
Right. Dark Lord Minute. I'm answering a question real quick. Dark Lord Minute. I am putting that stuff together. I got the calendar made today. I wanted to get it emailed out today, but it's going to be in the morning, and you guys will have that out tomorrow. So, for the Break Your Heart Bake information, I'm running behind, and it's my fault. So. All right. Thanks, Nanny Tam. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Tom, again, thank you for being here. BLOO, obviously, thank you for being here. Thank you to everybody that modded and everybody that showed up, because without all of us, this doesn't work together. So thank you very much. And, I got to tell you something, Tom.
Okay.
You are, just remember this for somewhere down the road. You are, I want to make sure before I say it, I think I have it already figured out. You are interview number 25. So just remember that.
Okay. Wow, that's cool.
That'll come in handy later on down the road, but nobody knows what that has to do with it except for me. So
there you go.
Just remember it. Okay.
Oh.
All right, guys.
I'm going to thank everybody in the chat too, because most of them, we're connected one way or the other. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much.
Where are you?
It's been a lot of fun.
Yes. I love I love this chat. This is good. So you guys have a great night, and we'll talk to you next time.
Okay.
Thanks. Bye.